Good morning, guys. Hi. Let's have a very quick chat after last night's webinar with the CEO. This is 8:50 a.m. Birmingham, UK. I couldn't keep it anymore. Now, just quickly type on the comment section. Anytime you meet this video, I know it's still very early, especially in the United Kingdom. Type it right there before we go ahead. What was your highlight of last night's meeting with the CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare? Oh, guys, I don't even know where to start from, because for as long as I'm a member of Unpassive, I've been feeling so assured and so reassured. But last night I had some degree of reassurance that made me feel like, wow. So I told myself that actually, finally, I don't yet know, I don't have an idea what I am worth. So what about you guys? Just tell me. Let me know on the comment section. I have a list here. As you can see, I've got a script here. It's in a very disorderly manner, and this reflects what's happening in my mind. I'm so very excited that I can't put myself together, and so everything's going to be done in a kind of hit and miss. So stay tuned, and why not just subscribe or share, like, comments, and let's have a quick discussion. Something caught my attention, what Ash said last night, and I've been pondering over it the whole night. He said something like, your attitude without money is different. And this takes me back to everything about Unpassive. What is Unpassive all about? It's not about you, it's not about me. What is Ash's vision? What is his mission? To reach out to vulnerable people, to reach out to people in need, to reach out to people who need help, right? And that's why he's sharing for you and I. And he says your attitude without money is different. This goes back to what he is asking you. I am going to fill your tank and get everything overflowing. And his interest is not what is in your tank, but what comes out and is, all over the place on the floor. What are you going to do with it? I think, from my own perspective, I think that was a reminder that now that the money is not yet here, we say thank you, Ash, thank you, this, thank you, LC, thank you, IT, and so on. It's not about saying thank you to Ash. It's just about carrying out the mission, and he will feel thanked, he will feel appreciated. So guys, let's continue to remind ourselves, what are we going to do when it actually happens, right? And now this is how I felt more reassured, because Ash used certain words last night he has never used before, right? Ash says in his own words, Unpassive is a real business. It's with real founders, real customers, real products, real multi-million worth products, real money. Ash mentions money for the first time. Cash. He makes a combination of his name and that of Chris Johnson to get cash. He says real money, a combination of money and dollar to say real money, real cash, real mola, right? That was Ash last night. It was so amazing and so sweet that I was so just like, oh, wow. I felt so totally different. And I thought that, guys, let's just go to work. How did you feel? And what do you think, right? So there are a few words of caution. He says, we have all of these things. Everything is real about our business, but we do not need to snooze. As a founding member and owner of this business, if you snooze, you will lose. We know that we have this assurance, 100% assurance to win. We are going to be forced to win. However, it doesn't change the fact that the business is yours, it's mine. What do you do about your business? Even though you have paid these people to work, to do everything while you sleep and make money, what do you do as a founding member? You snooze, you lose. That means a lot to me. This comes back to what he says, do at least something a day for your business. Do at least something. What should you do? Share, comment, make videos, put up a post on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, all of those places. Just do something for your business and feel involved. And this goes back to a reason why even right at this moment, some people are not like excited, because they're snoozing. And you don't want to be called a loser, especially at this point, because it's all a done deal. You could see for yourself last night. So there's nothing to doubt anymore. So you could hear from Ash's voice, you could read it on his face, you could see from his body language that it was a done deal, because of words like, we are going to crush it. If you are going to crush it. And he says, if you know anything about me, that he will love what? We love marketing. And he is ready to do it for you and I. He's ready to do it. So can you go snoozing while somebody stays awake on your behalf? No. We walk along. Let's do it along, and it's more fun when we join Ash and his team and the leadership council to do at least something. Because what will you be doing with your time anyway? You have 100% time and financial freedom. It's boring to just say sitting like this and making money. Do something. And the thing you are doing is not much, just needs your thumb. The very thumb, actually thumb, well, excuse me, I'm not English. So you just the thumb, the very thumb you use in pressing like and share and comment is the same thumb you can use to comment on a video like this, because records will show that you were active here, to share a video, to go to the back office and log in and comment on the community and do all of those things. The assurance became even clearer last night. I don't know how it's going to be on Friday again, because I was really like, oh my God, this is just massive. Each time you keep thinking that you already know where you are, Ash comes and proves you wrong, that you've got no clue, because he's like, oh my God, it's so sweet, guys. So I just thought that we should comment on this. So he says you should make sure that you qualify and make sure that you are in it. That's the whole thing. You are a founding member already. Are you qualified? Do you feel that you are qualified to be a founding member of this humanitarian movement of a business called Unpassive, built from scratch with artificial intelligence, that we own more than 50 products of our own? Do you feel qualified? Do you feel that you are really in it? Do you feel that you are really a winner? Because he says if you snooze, you lose. And he says you should do what? Be a founder, be a member, be qualified. Do you feel so? Judge it for yourself and do what is supposed to be done, because there's just everything about it that you need to do. Don't go to sleep. Don't even say it's a done deal. It's not done yet, because last night, okay, as of last night, because everybody comes with a lot of expectations. So my own expectation of last night before they finally spilled it was, if they are going to actually launch all founders tonight, they may stop they may finally maybe stop the membership, or they will increase the price. I made a few more quick calls and reminded a few people who still lie close to my heart that, can you wake up now, go and pay your registration, get your stuff done, because it may be a full stop, final full stop tonight, and you feel qualified when you do this. You feel part of it when you do it. You feel that you are really in it, and you see yourself winning, right? You win because when you tell people, you just remind them to even attend this meeting. So many people who have not been there, they attended the meeting and they were like, okay, now I know what it is all about. Even some people, for the first time, they found themselves that, okay, I think I know what it means, right? So just do something and let's keep it going, because Unpassive is just Unpassive, and that is it. Unpassive is massive, a massive humanitarian movement of a business, of an information technology company built from the roots upwards with artificial intelligence. Guys, I'm looking here because I have a script. Like I said before, it's very untidy, but I just felt that I should make a comment because it's really worth it. So, one of the things that Ash says, he says, if I am working hard, working hard for you, you know what that means? He doesn't sleep 24 hours round the clock. We find him smiling out there because he keeps the things that really, cause him pain for this business to be successful. And he only lets us know what will make us smile. He works so hard, him and himself and the IT tech, or the IT technicians out there in Hyderabad, they work 24 hours round the clock. Does that give you reason to just go to sleep? No. Do something. You cannot just say thank you by word of mouth. Say thank you by being actively involved. It takes just your thumb or your pointer. I don't know what you use in plug-in, tapping your phone and your laptop, right? Just do that. And I think that's a way of saying thank you. It doesn't just suffice by word of mouth, because of course he knows that we all appreciate what he is doing. So he encourages that sometimes you've got to go through the inconvenience, right, to get to the convenience. That is true. That is true. That is why there are times you have to stay awake, even like he said. If you need to do a presentation in Papua New Guinea, maybe their 8 a.m. or their 8 p.m. is your 2 a.m. You have to have a snap a nap in the day, and why not be there for 2 a.m. and do the presentation in Papua New Guinea, right? Or in India or anywhere else. Indians attend our webinars when it's our PM, it's their AM, and they're happily there. That is the meaning of being, just quitting the convenience and being in the inconvenient situation for a while, just so that you make it. And at the end, when you finally get there and you reach the finish line, you will say, yes, I was part of it. This is history in making. So you can't make history. History is all about action. History is not about sleeping. You don't make history. Nothing happens when you're sleeping. You just sleep, and that's it. One word, sleep or sleeping, right? History is when things happen and you document them, you record them, because tomorrow when they tell that, you remember this day, that they say, yes, I was in that webinar. Oh, yes, oh, I was there. Oh, yes, I did that. And that is the thing that you are supposed to do. Do not snooze because you don't want to be a loser, even though you are a winner, right? You have to be practically win, right? You don't win because you say you're a winner. You win because you are winning in action, right? And it's not hard what you actually are expected to do, So he says, I can't win for you. You have to be there. Of course, be there for someone who is sacrificing for you, just to say, oh, good job, to give them a pat on the back, to just let them know that you recognize and acknowledge the fact that they are doing it for you. That was my interpretation of Ash's message last night, right? You just want to be there. You are not there to drive the traffic because you can't anyway, right? You are not there to do the marketing campaign. You are not there to do this because he assures and tells you over and over and over that they will do it. But be there to watch it happen. That's just it. So it was such a blessing. And so he says, we have already, this one was so sweet. I think I'll be ending with this. He says, the ladder has already been built, right? It's just for you and I to climb and find ourselves at the top, right? Because all of us, each time he ends up, he says, we are going where? To the top. And so when he's leaving, he says, see you where? At the top. And so he warns, he cautions that this ladder has already been built and put here, but you cannot climb the ladder with the pocket or with your hands in your pocket. That was such a sweet. I love the analogy of climbing the ladder with hands in your pocket. Just imagine it, even literally, and try it and see. It doesn't work. You are going to fall. You climb the ladder by holding the steps and climbing, or the frame or whatever it is, the sides and so on, to climb upstairs. So you don't just climb like that and think you'll get there with your hands in the pocket. No, at some point you definitely fall, right? So guys, let's just make it the fun that it was last night. It's actually a done deal. We are at the finish line. That's just where we are. And it's so sweet. It's so great. And so once again, before I go, your attitude without money is different. What is your attitude without money now that the money is not yet here? Thank you, Mr. Ash Mufare. You are so kind. Thank you, IT guys in Hyderabad. You are so wonderful. You are doing a good job. But what are you going to do after this when your pockets are filled up? What are you going to do? Are you still going to be this nice? Not nice to Ash, though, because he doesn't need it, to be honest. Ash doesn't need us to give back. Like he says, whatever he gives to us, let us give it back. He's not expecting, like, not like, it's not the case of the church and the Bible where they say give back your 1/10 as tithe. Ash does not need you and my tithe. He doesn't need your tithe. He doesn't need mine. But what we think that should be the tithe or the part that we should give out, he is expecting that we use it to make a difference within our communities. You start from within your family, your immediate family, to the extended family, to your neighborhood, to your community. I think that is what Ash means, and I believe that we can do it. So it's just a matter of keeping it at the back of our minds, such that we don't go and forget Ash and he feels like, oh my God, all this for nothing, all the effort, all the things that I've done, He doesn't expect much, because he himself, he says, first you take care of yourself, and he knows that, and he does it, right? So that's it. Let's just do that, and it's going to be really good. Thank you, Yada. Oh my God, Raul. Thank you so much for joining. Good afternoon, and of course, happy Unpassive. It's such a happy thing, a blessing to be part of Unpassive. So I was just giving my own perspective of what I got from Unpassive last night. It's so early, but I know that at some point people will find this And why not? Let's comment, let's share, let's subscribe, and continue to support one another, support ourselves, support people who need support. And I will equally use this opportunity. To be honest, I thought that they were going to close up the registration last night. But it's not, we're not far from there. We're just an inch away from closing up. So if they are still giving it a few seconds, a few minutes, it's for the person that has not yet joined. Join now before it's late. They're still giving you time. For some reason, if there's still time, we're still waiting and still talking now about unpassive, still having a position. It's for you. Join now, because it's going to be late the next second. So guys, let's share this and encourage people, some people who did not join. And if you did not join the webinar, I can only encourage you, go back to the back office and read the recap and watch the videos. There's nothing we can say that Ash said last night. We can only appreciate what he said from what we got and how we felt about it. But if you really want to know everything and what they said, because we are not allowed to take out our information to the public, please log into the back office. You will read the recap. You will watch the videos. You will ask questions during guest or founders only webinars and get clarifications for yourselves. Please do not snooze, because you will lose, even though you are already in it, right? And then, do you feel qualified? How? It's easy. Use your thumb. Share this video. Go to the back office and comment on the community. When you share even this video from YouTube, IP tracker is tracking you. They know your activities. They know that you are sharing on passive, because this video carries words like Ash Mufare, like on passive, artificial intelligence, and so on. And that is how we sell ourselves. Just make use of it. And of course, why not? See you guys really soon at the top. Thank you. And I'm coming back soon. Bye.